A large hand slowly reached towards the doorknob, and the girl, who had lived alone for years, was suddenly awakened by the suddenness of the situation, and she hurried to the outside of the house, only to find that the door of her room had been opened. She assumed that she had forgotten to close the door during the day, but the next moment the commotion in the kitchen nearly scared her to death. Obviously, the demonic pace couldn't be human at all. The girl instantly panicked. She immediately ran back to the room to hide under the bed, but unexpectedly the monster even followed the sound. She hurriedly covered her mouth, did not dare to make half a sound, only to see the monster rummaging around the bed for half a day to no avail, and in the next second, it flopped down and jumped to the floor. Never had I seen such strange paws, and the way of walking was even more unbelievable. Before the girl could get a good look at her opponent, however, suddenly the creature let out an even stranger shriek towards the window. Then the creature climbed up onto the windowsill, and in the next moment it took to the air and flew out of the room. The girl let out a long breath of relief, then hurriedly got up and closed the window, and ran downstairs to lock the door. Just when she thought everything had been foolproof, how could she expect the next second? Realizing that the monster was still hovering around, she immediately came to the kitchen and picked up her cell phone to call the police, only to have a loud bang suddenly come out of the microphone, almost scaring her half to death. Immediately after that, the refrigerator also seemed to come to life, constantly opening and closing the upper and lower refrigerator doors. The girl just wanted to hide upstairs, but unexpectedly the monster happened to come down from upstairs. This is the end of the world. See, she has nowhere to run. The girl had to hide in the corner of the refrigerator. I did not expect that the surroundings suddenly quiet again. She quietly poked her head out to look. The result was to see the monster actually know how to hang up the phone. However, the next second the other party found her hiding behind the refrigerator, only to see along with the monster's footsteps are getting closer and closer. The girl also finally saw the monster's appearance. I did not expect the other party's fat head and big eyes, like the appearance of the legendary aliens, but she could not care about the other party in the end as a person or a ghost. Make a force to push open the door of the refrigerator, then flew towards the outside of the house. Who knows the next second?